that's the other benefit too of kind of our machine, right? Is we get to develop the recipes and then they're completely custom. So if you want sweet, but the next person behind you doesn't want sweet, we're able to just quickly turn off kind of extra sweetness. We can make it 0 sugar. So the modifications is huge. And that's what people are looking for, right?
Welcome to another episode of the Prosper Brief. We are still here at the Prosper Forum, and right now we have the 2025 Accelerator, Briana Jurado of Botrista. Really excited to have her. Briana, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
How has your experience been so far?
Experience has been great. We got a chance to actually attend the Dallas, I think, conference last year before I was actually an accelerator. So that was fun. Okay. Kind of a little bit of an intro before starting the program. Got to know my group a couple weeks ago. Okay. So super excited to get to know everyone and kind of see what's going to happen the rest of the weekend.
What kind of interactions have you guys had as a group so far?
So far we've done an initial group meeting, just virtually, and then we're actually going to get lunch today at noon. That's nice. So we're going to get to meet in person and get to know each other a little bit more then.
That's really cool. So you were nominated by Botrista. Can you tell us more about Botrista?
Yes. So Botrista, we do automated craft beverages. So we completely automate everything from lemonades to teas to smoothies to frappuccinos to nitro cold brews. Everything's done at a touch of a button, completely plug and play, right? So it's super simple for an operator. Everything's going to be consistent 100% of the time. But the best part is the beverages are actually like insanely good. So
you're the VP of Beverage Program?
Yes.
Can you tell us what led you to this point in your career?
Yes. So after I graduated, I actually started working for Coca-Cola. So I've been in the beverage industry almost a decade now. Wow. At Coke, I started on the sales side. So I was selling into all of our on-premise, a lot of restaurants, amusement and whatnot. Did sales with Coke for about 2 years, and then I actually switched to the sales ops side. So I learned about kind of route to market with Coke, transitioning to e-commerce. So at that time, we were focused on transitioning from in-person ordering, right, to everything online or on the app. And then about almost 5 years with Coke, I was approached by Botrista, who at the time was a lot smaller. And they asked me to join their sales team out on the West Coast. So I'm based in the San Francisco Bay Area. Okay. And I decided to take the leap, mostly because of just the innovation that Botrista is doing. If you have a chance to come check out our machine, you'll be amazed at kind of what the capabilities are. Yeah. And outside of that, just the trends that are changing, right? People are kind of moving away from soft drinks and into the really fun. Sometimes they're healthy, sometimes they're not, but just kind of fun, innovative drinks. And so I started with Botrista 2021, and I was a director on the sales team out on the West Coast. I've had the chance to onboard some of our largest QSR brands, and that led me to about a year ago, I became the VP of Beverage Program. So now I'm focused on onboarding mostly QSR. I do a little bit of the food service side, but just continuing to expand on the restaurant side. So it's been super fun, and our team gets to work kind of from start to finish with the customer. So from initial introduction to pilot to actually rolling out in their brand. So I get to work with them very closely and kind of be along for that that journey with them.
That's awesome. So I'm a huge drink guy. Everybody knows I don't drink any alcohol. So I'm when we're at the company dinners or anything like that, I'm the one drinking like the smoothies or the mocktails. So I really love this. So that's why I'm like so invested and interested in this brand, because it's so cool that it's a one-stop shop. But my question for you is, how did your love for drinks and beverages even come about to where you got the job at Coke?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in like a Coke family, right? Gotcha. I feel like you're either Pepsi or you're Coke.
At Prosper, we're Pepsi, but go on.
Yeah. My family grew up Coke, and after I graduated, one of my friends actually I went to University of Oregon. So one of my friends, her mom was one of the presidents at Reyes, who's the bottler out in California. And she came to my graduation party and she was like, what are you planning to do after you graduate? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just find a job, trying to figure it out. And she's like, I want you to come do a ride along with us. So I did a little ride along with one of the local salespeople, and I loved it, mostly just because of the kind of interaction. You're not sitting behind a desk. You get to be in front of people all day. Yeah. Not to mention Coke is obviously a very iconic brand. So I thought that was a good kind of intro.
Yeah.
And then, I stayed with Coke for a few years. It was very fun, but I was noticing kind of the changes, right, in the industry and just in general, people kind of moving into the different drinks. You have Dutch Bros, you have Seven Brew, you have all these like beverage concepts that are just kind of exploding. Yeah. So that led me to Botrista, obviously. And one of my favorite parts of my job is working with our in-house R&D team and actually developing the drinks.
That's cool.
So
tell us about that, because like you said, there's trends, things are always changing. I remember first time I heard of a boba was probably like 2013, and I didn't try one until 2019. Yeah. Like I was just like, that's for little 13-year-old girls. Yeah. And now like I would love to open up a boba shop, right? Yeah. So tell us about the trends and what it's like for you and your job developing different drinks.
Yeah. Boba is like crazy right now. I think it's like 93% of millennials have had boba within the last 3 months.
Wow.
So it's just, it's what people want. But in terms of the trends, we use kind of a lot of different things. We use AI. We're using software, so we get to see the trends within our own brands, right? So if we're in colleges and universities, we get to see all that data and what they're drinking. And so we use all of our data to kind of help us develop new recipes. We're looking ahead, right? What's going to be the flavor for 2026 and 2027? And we're proactively kind of bringing in those flavors and developing recipes. And we do all that in-house. And then, of course, we have partners that are looking for certain types of flavors and whatnot as well that we'll kind of work with them on. And, we source it and we bring it in, and then we're able to actually develop and put it into the machine through software.
That's awesome. So we have Greg Creed here at Prosper Forum, and he actually like invented the Baja Blast, right?
Okay.
So like hearing that, I was like, wow, I can't even fathom like just going up to a brand and creating my own drink. Are people able to go up to you guys, create your own drink, and like you can... So tell us about that process.
Yeah, that's a big part of our program. Is a lot of our QSR brands, they want like a signature drink, right? They want something that people are going to go to their restaurant and they're going to know, right? Like Jollibee, for example, we developed, it's called a Coconut Dream Freeze. And it's just a creamy frozen coconut drink that's kind of like now signature to the Jollibee brand.
Wow.
And they love that because, no one else, you can't get that, at a different place, right? It's kind of their signature drink. So while we're developing their menu in those early phases before we actually deploy machines, we work through that with them. So a lot of them have their own, beverage team or even the marketing team. And we're seeing what we can do to kind of make it like a breakthrough drink that's going to be kind of iconic to their brand.
That's so cool. So you have a couple drinks here. What drinks are these?
And
can I try it?
Of course, yeah. So this is crazy currently.
Can you hold it for the camera?
In our amusement and theme parks. This is a blue raspberry lemonade, and it has some strawberry popping boba in it.
Okay.
So blue, kids love it, right? Like the color of it's fun. And it tastes good. So we'll see.
I'll be the judge.
Yeah.
I'm not a kid, though. Oh, that is really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's kind of tangy, but it's also sweet.
Yeah. That's nice. It's not overly sweet, though, either.
No. That's the other benefit, too, of kind of our machine, right? Is we get to develop the recipes, and then they're completely custom. So if you want sweet, but the next person behind you doesn't want sweet, we're able to just quickly turn off kind of extra sweetness. We can make it 0 sugar. So the modifications is huge. And that's what people are looking for, right?
Absolutely. Like my kids would love that.
Yeah.
My kids would have it extra sweet.
Yeah.
They'd be jumping all over the house, jumping off the steps, driving me crazy. So that's really cool. Yeah. And then what's the other one?
So this is a dragon fruit lemonade with mango popping boba. This is another flavor that kind of just exploded over the last year or so.
Can you tell me about dragon fruit? Because I've tasted dragon fruit. It tastes like nothing.
So yeah, you go to the store, you see the fruit. The dragon fruit actually looks really crazy. You tried it,
so good.
And it tastes like nothing. And
this
then
doesn't taste like a dragon fruit. What is
I know. you have the drink, which mind you is like so beautiful because it has this just pink kind of hue to it. And it tastes good.
Yeah.
And I will say, you know, Starbucks kind of introduced dragon fruit, I think a few years back. And like ever since then, it's kind of just been this really crazy trending flavor.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is a dragon fruit mango.
I love mango.
Yeah.
And I guess now I love dragon fruit too.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Well, I'm so happy to have you here. So this is your first year as an accelerator.
Yes.
Have you had mentors throughout your career who have helped you in your growth?
I have. That's kind of where I think how I got to where I am today. So when I was with Coke, I had a manager that I worked with pretty much throughout the entire time that really kind of put me out there, right? And so any opportunity that, you know, he was bringing me right along with him and just helped with a lot of exposure and kind of getting to know people in the industry.
Yeah.
And then same with Botrista. You know, I came over to Botrista. I was, you know, one of the first people on the sales team on the sales side. I got to know Jason Valentine very, very closely. And Jason's obviously been in the industry and he's kind of helped gotten me to where I am today. So for me, that's a huge part of my career. And I think it's really important, especially as, you know, as I continue to evolve, just getting to know kind of other people in the industry and having someone to kind of just talk to and just go to for advice and stuff is very important.
That's so needed. And even on our team, I have so many mentors now, and it's so nice because one, they empower me beyond anyone else that I've ever dealt with, but also the support that I have too. You know, like I have like a good fallback to where if I do have a question, if I do need some assistance, if they are noticing something, they're always helping to refine me so I can get better every single day.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to being an accelerator, and what do you look forward to most for Prosper Forum this year?
Yeah, I think being an accelerator, I'm very excited about just kind of the exposure that I'm going to get with all the different leaders that are in the industry today. Mm-hmm. You know, being kind of on the Botrista, you know, supplier side, sometimes it's tough to get the opportunity to connect with people without feeling like I'm trying to sell them, right? And so just kind of getting to know people deeper and just wanting to learn, I think, is the biggest thing that I'm excited about. And just the opportunity that Prosper gives us to be like face to face, right? With, you know, C-suites from the entire industry.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited to learn kind of what other people are doing, right? I've been in beverage my whole career, right? So what else is going on and, you know, what's new and exciting right now. Yeah.
That's great. Well, we're so happy to have you here. Congratulations again on being a 2025 Prosper Accelerator. I hope to see you. I'm definitely going to try more drinks later.
Yes.
This has been the Prosper Brief. We'll see you guys next time.